Welcome to Q&A, Social Security Disability Today. This program is brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, representing you and your Social Security and disability needs. If you have a problem or questions regarding Social Security and disability, call attorney Anthony Reeves. Here's your host, attorney Anthony Reeves.
Does it matter the type of treatment I get for my physical problems? The short answer is yes, it does. And let me tell you why I mean by it matters the type of treatment. Let's kind of go back. I know I talked about the heart, but I want to talk about the back because that's probably a more common physical one that I'm talking about here. So you're going to a general practitioner. You're telling that doctor that your back is hurting and you're having back pains. And so you apply for disability benefits because the doctor is telling you, oh, you should think about applying because your back is in a lot of pain. Well, I'm going to tell you, and when Social Security is evaluating your severity, they're going to be looking for a few things. First of all, they're going to see what type of objective testing have you had regarding your back. Have you had any x-rays, CTs, EEGs, MRIs, anything that shows that maybe you have some nerve damage in your back or maybe a bulging disc in your back. Then they're going to say, well, what kind of treatment have you had? Have you had epidural shots, physical therapy, TENS unit, surgeries, medication? All of those things play a part. So think about it like this. Who's probably going to be considered more severe? The person who goes to the general doctor and the doctor tells the doctor they're having bad back pain, but no testing has been done, and they're getting Aleve or maybe Tylenol 300 or something like that, or Tylenol with codeine. Or maybe it's the person who's received an x-ray of their back, an MRI of their back, has had shots in their backs, has used a TENS unit in their backs, has had facet blocks in their backs. They've done physical therapy, hasn't worked. They've had chiropractic manipulation and that hasn't worked, and they've had surgery and it's not working. See all those things? Now, doesn't it sound like a big old laundry list of stuff that I'm saying? So I always tell people, whenever you have a condition, this is kind of how we look at it from a representative standpoint. We start with the condition. Then we think to ourselves, what are all of the things that possibly goes into treating that condition? And then you go to the third step, how many of those have you received? Because the more stuff you have, the more evidence you can use to demonstrate that your condition is disabling. The less you have, the more likely you leave it up to someone to make the determination that maybe it's not as severe as you like. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's not as that simple. If you don't have money for the insurance, if you don't have the money for the treatment and so forth, it's never just that straightforward. But it's important to remember all of those things when Social Security is looking at your situation. It's always tough when I get a client who sits there and they know they need to have an x-ray or an MRI or therapy and they don't have the money for it. I always tell them, I would rather your doctor put that in your record as opposed to there being no indication of that at all. Because if you don't have those things in your record, you leave it up to the fact finder, you leave it up to Social Security to make an independent determination on their own that maybe your condition is not quite that bad. So yeah, the type of treatment that you receive does have a big impact on your condition, especially for proving that physical problems render you disabled.